Aw, yeah, it's Daddy's Game Time, your friendly show about gaming, movies, and pop culture. This is DGT Live, episode 77, coming at you from the beautiful central coast of California. I'm Leo, along with
Rick
and Francisco. What's up, dude? Get that mic closer to your
I thought-
mouth.
when you said this is DGT Live for a second there, I thought you were going to say, like, this is DJ Leo.
DJ Leo.
You got a nice introduction you got going there, Leo.
Yeah, man. I'd like to welcome everybody.
Yeah, man.
Welcome everybody to another edition of Daddy's Game Time Live. We're going to Fanime, guys. That's what's up for this week. But
That's what's happening.
before
Weekend.
we talk about next week, I'd like to find out what happened with you guys during this week. What's going on?
Well, we are late. Thank you, Leo.
You guys are welcome.
We're late because of me. We're late because of me, guys. Sorry para los que nos estaban esperando en el show en español. Discúlpenos. Más a mí que, pero. For those of you that were here, possibly watching us, waiting for us in Spanish, we apologize. It was my fault. Just to let you know, I had my son's last baseball game, so I wasn't really gonna miss, and I was trying to hurry it up and see if someone can.
Sure.
You're just showing your sons from that
California love. So things, didn't go as planned, and I got here really late. So sorry, guys, but we're here.
It's okay, Rick. We know you had your daddy duties, and things sometimes happen last minute.
Yep.
Especially
with Rick, a lot.
So,
Hold on, we're getting.
we're getting what? We're getting what?
What are we getting? What's going on?
The mic sounds different. I've heard. So whose mic sounds different? Let me know.
Is it me?
Is it you?
Is it me?
Is it you?
Nope, I'm good. I hear myself.
Yeah, we can hear ourselves,
we
but
can
maybe they
hear
can't hear us.
ourselves. We got all this stuff going on. Blah blah blah. Sound effects.
Maybe it's probably Leo because he is a little sick.
Nah,
So it's not the mic's fault.
it's his nose.
It's my nose.
It's Leo's nose fault.
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure, but
But
that's possible.
But I think we're good.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not screaming as much as I usually do, also because I'm not feeling too well. You guys get older, you get allergies, or maybe I'm just feeling sick. I don't know. But Daddy's Game Time must go on,
Yeah.
regardless of Rick
Wow.
being late or not. What are you doing?
I'm trying to adjust
young man.
the screen over here. It looks like really.
Yeah, so we have some
Hold on.
cool stuff.
Hold on.
Some cool stuff.
schools.
Yeah.
Some schools.
We're gonna be talking a little bit about Injustice 2.
And Leo's Furious
We
5!
got Leo's Furious 5 just around the corner. We got some big announcements for the Uncharted movie that just came out today. Tom Hardy announcement.
Venom!
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked about that. You finished over there, Rick?
I guess that's about as best as it's gonna get.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man. So
Sorry.
I'd like to just
All last minute.
all last minute. It's okay. It's all
It's
right.
alright.
It's all right. We gotta make
It's
do
aight.
with what we got.
Let's do this.
So let's get to it!
Let's get right to it, ladies and gentlemen.
What do we got first on the list?
Show me.
All right. So
Show me
bam,
the money.
we got
Show me the clips.
The clips are coming.
Oh, it's Gorilla
So-
City if I ever saw it.
On the DC side of the universe, I don't know what to feel about this game. Like
Tell us what it is first.
Injustice 2, but it's all DC, superheroes.
Uh-huh.
It's that the whole the storyline of Superman going bad or evil, right?
Yeah.
Because he's protecting the world, but he's basically taking law or
Well,
everything.
let's explain from the beginning why this game even exists, Rick. There was a comic book about 2 years ago, maybe even 3, that was exploring the possibility of Superman going evil.
Rogue.
Rogue. Well, basically what happened is that the
Well, actually,
Joker,
evil, yeah.
the Joker tricked Superman into killing Lois Lane. So he killed her, and she was pregnant with this child.
Snap.
So
Boo-boo.
he just basically lost it. He lost grip with reality and started like governing Earth as a dictator of sorts.
Okay.
And Batman obviously did not like that, so he took it upon himself
And
to try to stop him.
Batman, knowing he had beaten him once already.
Yes, but basically, I read the comic books. I'm actually current right now. Basically, what happens is that we understand later on in the storyline that this universe here, this is not the Earth we know. This is not the original Earth. This is like Earth 10 or 12 or whatever.
So it's like another dimension.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
DC tends
has
to
this
like to
thing.
play that
Yes.
multi-Earth thing.
The multiverse is what they
Right,
call it.
Multiverse, there you go.
And basically, Batman went to our Earth to get our Batman to help him contain Superman.
Huh.
That's cool. Any of you
Doubled
actually
up?
play the original game?
No.
I did for a bit.
Yeah?
It's fun. I like the graphics. It's actually pretty faithful.
Actually, you know what? Yeah,
to the characters.
I did play it actually. For a
But
little
it's
bit.
like a Mortal Kombat clone to me, is what it felt like.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
it's made by NetherRealm, which makes Mortal Kombat, which I think it's perfectly fine when you have a developer that is pretty much just making a similar game with different characters. I let it slide. It's not a rip-off if they're using their own engine. You know what I mean? So I let it slide, but I was very surprised at the top-notch quality of that game. I was really impressed by it, but I'm a big fan of Injustice 1. Never really got too good at it, but I really, really enjoyed it. I got it for PS3, and then I ended up playing it also on PS4 a few times. And to be honest, I'm looking forward to playing this one also. I got a lot of other stuff on my backlog, so I don't think I'm gonna get this immediately, but I'm definitely excited for it, especially after playing Mortal Kombat XL, and I'm loving what those guys at NetherRealm are doing with their games.
The one thing that I noticed right here with Deadshot is that it's the exact same costume that they used in Suicide Squad.
Will Smith.
And he is also black. It doesn't have the Will Smith likeness, but he is black now. In comics and in video games, apparently. And the other thing is that this is a different trailer, but they already revealed the Joker as well. And the Joker is very reminiscent of the Jared Leto look.
Yeah.
He's
got the kind of like the evil hipster kind of.
He looks lame.
Yeah.
The Jared Leto one was a bit, a bit
See,
better.
no, but see the thing is though, if we didn't have the Dark Knight Joker, the Heath Ledger, if we didn't have the Jack Nicholson Joker, if we didn't have that, grain of detail to how we like Joker, the Jared Leto might have been okay. You know?
Maybe.
But because we were so used to, these previous versions, it makes it kind of like, like this game. Visually, it looks awesome.
Speaking of, and I know we don't have this in our list, but since we're touching on this subject, Justice League movie is going under massive rewriting and reshooting.
That's almost never good.
It worked out for Rogue One.
So
Agree to disagree.
Well,
no, that was the theme of like 3 shows ago.
I think Rogue One was a really good movie, but it definitely shows signs
that they reworked it.
Of the extra
like
amenities they had
actors
to make
were
on the script.
tired. Like, oh, God,
they had to kind of like make it mesh
Like
nicer, so they had to kind of re-update it.
The first act of that film had no business being in the same film as the rest of it.
Go on, get.
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. So now with Justice League, you can either take it as they're deeply in trouble, or it could be better. I don't know.
So they haven't given details, or nothing has been leaked as to why.
But what they've said is that what we've seen in the trailer so far might not even be in the final movie at all. So
it's like Twister.
Yeah.
With the wheel, the windshield. Remember that? I hated that. I hated that so much.
Twister through the windshield?
Yeah, remember the movie Twister?
Yeah.
On the trailer, they had a big old like tractor wheel going through like bouncing on the street, and then it hit like the camera,
Yeah.
like the windshield of a car. That was never in the movie.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
That little clip.
Yeah,
It upset me that it wasn't in
Yeah,
there.
it was in that film.
You know
I'm
what?
just glad we got flying cows.
That used to happen a lot when we were growing up. Remember when we would see trailers on TV and then we went to the movie? Hey, what happened to the scene? Remember that?
Yeah, the big one I remember seeing a teaser trailer for Terminator 2 the summer before it came out. Like I saw it almost a year and a half before the film was actually released, and in that trailer you see the Terminator going through like an assembly line where it's just the exoskeleton, the skeleton, the robotic structure of it.
Endo.
And he's
Endo.
and then he's going through this like
Endoskeleton inside.
and he's going through this like conveyor
Family
belt
show.
and going through some machinery
Copyright.
and then he comes out smoking like with his skin on and
Endo.
he just goes, "I'm back," and you see the red eye
I'm
flashing and that's it. And then I mean obviously that I don't know.
Barbar.
Obviously that ended up not being a part of the film because it was just a teaser, but I wanted to see that in the film as how old was I, like 11 at the time? I thought that was part of the film
And you're expecting to
and I'm
see
expecting it, and then at the end it's
Exactly.
like for whatever the reason it didn't go
They're
with
like,
the rest
"Nah."
of it, but
Did you guys read that? I don't know about that
Yeah.
comment.
We would need confirmation.
I don't-
but
yeah, I don't know about
our
the
number
validity.
our number one fan here is saying that Zack Snyder has
Stepped away.
he didn't finish Justice League because his daughter passed away.
by the way,
We don't know if it's true or not, but that's what he's saying.
If
By
it
the
is,
way,
thank you for that comment.
I want to segue here before we move on to the next thing.
Segue.
We talked about it before we started recording right now, but I just wanted to dedicate this show to you, AJ Bishop. You've always been there for us since day one. Thank you so much for your undying support and
I'm dying.
always waiting for us, man. Like nobody waits for our show to begin except for you, and I'm very grateful. It means a lot to me personally, and I know it means a lot to you guys as well.
If we had a booth like set up anywhere, he'd be like that number one guy just waiting
Yeah.
for us.
Yeah.
You're
He'd be
awesome.
the guy that I would say, like, hey, we can take advantage of him. He'll work for free.
What?
I'm
You're
just kidding.
You're
I'm just
dedicating
kidding.
this to our number one fan, and then you're
Maybe.
turning it around and turning him into a slave.
Yeah, we don't want our fans to think we're good guys.
Good people.
Oh, okay.
Bad guys.
Bad guys.
Bad guy.
Because you bad guy, it doesn't mean you bad guy.
Moving on.
Ooh,
Kratos.
Kratos. Woo! E3's around the corner.
It is.
July.
E3 is around the corner. Destiny 2.
Rick.
This is Rick's
What-
cup of tea
what
right
do you
here.
mean?
Meh.
In the face.
Meh.
So this Thursday, May 18th, I was about to say Blizzard. Bungie did its gameplay reveal where they actually showed the official game trailer as well as gameplay, and they released, or not released, they showcased the 3 new what do they call it, subclasses. So
Right.
they have revamped some of the previous
Rampy.
some of the previous
Oh,
classes
crap.
from part 1, but they have introduced a new one. And I think, if I remember correctly, they only allowed you to play one of those new subclasses. The other 2 were just the revamps. I don't know why they did that, but that's how it goes. So this game, beta, open to the public, aside from the people that already actually played it at that convention, beta is going to be sometime in June. I can't remember if they have put a specific date to it yet. Sometime in June, but the game releases September 8th. Can't remember the dates. But, dude, no meh. This looks awesome. This looks amazing. It actually looks a lot like part 1, but they basically just kind of expanded on the
I agree
story.
to disagree.
And it looks fun. I can't wait.
No, it does look good. I mean, I'm not a big fan
Uh,
of first-person shooters because, as you know, I can't play them. But what I've seen, it looks like a cool storyline. You know what, though? It has to really interest me to actually play it. Remember South Park? Remember that
Oh, yeah,
N64
yeah.
game? Dude, remember that's when I discovered that I will get sick playing those games.
But you were so stubborn.
I played that game to the end. I didn't finish the last guy. I couldn't kill him. But I played that game.
Friendly.
And I
the
would get
guns.
so
The guns,
sick
guns out,
afterwards,
guns
dude. I will be like dizzy. I'll be like, I'm done for the day. But if it was a game like, I don't know, Spider-Man maybe, like Zelda. If it's a first-person shooter with Zelda, you can, yeah, I'll play it.
Yeah.
Tough it out.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, you almost have to because you're so already invested into those franchises.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you. Game of the year last year by a lot of mediums was Overwatch. I was going to buy Overwatch.
Lots of
this
cosplayers
past
do
weekend.
Overwatch.
Overwatch, great game. I played it also before, the demo of it that was released early. And I was it's close to actually, to pulling the trigger on Overwatch this past couple of days. And
You know what? You know what's funny?
and then the Destiny trailer dropped, and I hadn't seen it at first until you mentioned I'm just waiting for Destiny, and I'm like, I'm gonna check it out because I enjoyed the original game
Mm-hmm.
and all the extra stuff that came along with it. I really enjoyed it. I didn't get to play as much as I wanted to because backlog, but I really enjoyed it. It has fun gameplay. And after watching the gameplay videos and the trailer and all that stuff for Destiny 2, sorry Overwatch.
Sorry. You know what though?
I got only time for one
The
first-person shooter.
the funny thing is though, they
Online.
announced that Blizzard,
Uh-huh.
Overwatch, World of Warcraft, are the ones that are going to be hosting the PC.
BlizzardCon.
So
The
I wouldn't be
servers for
surprised.
PC? Hey, that'd be cool.
So yeah, you would have to get the Blizzard client to download the game. You don't have to pay for a subscription. I hope not. They
Oh,
haven't
you will
mentioned
have to.
anything.
I
Oh,
probably will.
that's a deal breaker for me. I
That
refuse
that
to
would
pay for online.
that
co-op
would
type
oh
stuff.
man, that would probably push me over the edge because that's the whole reason why I left the whole consoles. I hate
Yeah.
subscription fees now.
Subscription fees. I mean,
Dedicated servers.
I would.
Somebody has to pay for 'em.
I would.
No.
I would let it slide if everybody was doing it and it was just kind of like, everybody, it's something you're gonna have to pay regardless, whatever.
You got low sample Steam, Leo.
But I mean, it still goes against my principles. But if it's the only way you're gonna do online play, then so be it.
yeah, but
But now it's like hey, PC doesn't have to pay. They're still pretty profitable.
mhm.
They figured out a way to do it. Why should I have to do the same thing on consoles?
I sincerely
Especially-
hope.
Especially because the consoles lately, I mean, there used to be a point where you would purchase
Reach on, brother.
something. There used to be a point where you would purchase something on PlayStation Network, and if you had PlayStation Plus, you get a lot of extra perks with it. You get games that were not even a year old for free. You would get a lot of extra little cool things for free. Well, I say free, but really along with your subscription.
Yeah, you're paying every month.
Lately, have you guys seen what they offer? It's ridiculous. It's
I
like
don't know.
really
I think my
oh my gosh.
subscription for PS Plus ended like a year ago, so
Well, I still have PS Plus, but I have zero plans of renewing that. It's so ridiculous that
Yep.
they have to what they're doing with
well, that's actually
their-
that's their moneymaker.
their
That's
ecosystem.
how they.
the whole reason for getting it now is just so you can play online multiplayer.
Yep.
And that's kind of a sham, considering that you could get the exact same games and just play them online.
And let me tell you what's
know,
another
on
sham
PC.
with Nintendo Switch. I've been playing
Yeah.
Mario Kart multiplayer online, all over the world. So as
Right.
we know, I think they said September or October, you were gonna have to pay for internet.
Wasn't it only
access.
like a month? Weren't they only giving that for a month or something like that?
It was a while. No, it was a
Think
while.
Alfonso-
I can't remember exactly how long, but my thing is, right now Mario is the only multiplayer game, and I guess Splatoon is coming along, which will be a big title for them. I haven't played it. I don't care. But it's like like you're saying,
Yeah.
paying a monthly fee for something that you use maybe once in a great while. No,
Yeah.
no, nah.
And in addition to that, I mean, I hate to be nitpicky, but you almost have to if you're being charged for something that you don't want to
See?
pay for. It's like you're paying for something that you're not even sure you're gonna enjoy,
Or use.
or
You know,
use all
there,
that
there
often.
are
I'm-
other services like
I'll go on play. How I have PlayStation, and I'll play online once every month maybe, and it'll only be for like a period of an hour, and then I'll just be like, okay, I had my kicks.
Didn't
gonna
it
go
used
back
to
to-
be, Rick, with the
single
Xbox
player.
360 that you had to have a subscription
Right.
to be able to use Netflix and all
Yep.
those. Yeah.
They're the
Yep.
jerks that started it all.
Just to go online, you needed to
Yep.
have live. So
Yeah.
you had to pay whatever their subscription fees were.
Sure.
I stopped that long ago. So no, but see, there's other ways of kind of incorporate. Not saying that I'm for it, but I kind of understand. Origin, I believe, is called Access.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
for
That it lets you
$15 a
play
month?
Games, yeah.
So basically, whatever games they have in their
I've been
list,
tempted.
you
I
can
gotta
play.
admit, I've been tempted to get
I'm
it.
not a huge fan of all the EA games, so that's
I
why I
am.
would never really jump on it right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, they kind of had that right idea. You pay their fee, their subscription fee monthly. You pay whatever game they have in their library of this EA, the Access, whatever they call it. So essentially, that's kind of what
Yeah,
what
yeah.
PS Plus was.
Yup.
But you don't have to actually pay separate for the actual game.
Right.
You just pay your subscription, and you're all set. You're golden.
Yeah.
So
Now, I mean, I get that. A lot of people will enjoy that kind of stuff, but I'm the type of guy that's like, hey, don't throw all these games at me that I want to play. I have a hard enough time playing the ones I do want to play. Just let me spend my hard-earned cash on what I really want.
Right now I'm just
But-
doing Zelda.
But don't. Yeah, me too.
Nothing else.
Me too.
No
I
other
finally got to the point where I'm like, focus on one game, because for a while I was playing Horizon Zero Dawn
Mhm.
and Zelda at the same time. Then I decided like,
You're
okay,
gonna enjoy it, dude.
I'm gonna just stick to just Zelda then.
Just
You know,
focus on
and
one
I
thing.
focused on Zelda, and I'm having a heck of a
Dude,
good
that
time on
game.
it. It's so amazing.
You know what?
I'm loving
It makes me feel so guilty, dude. Because every time I log on to play the game, I say to myself, all right, let's go conquer a beast. Okay, I got my Master Sword. I got my Hylian Shield. I got everything that I wanted to get. I'm ready to keep going on the game. Oh, let's go farm some more stuff. Let's go collect more stuff.
Yeah,
oh, I
it's-
just bought a house. Oh, I have to furnish it. Oh, I need more rupees.
welcome to the RPG side.
Dude.
Yeah, man, totally.
See,
And I'll be honest,
All
I
these-
was gonna choose Horizon over Zelda,
Mm.
but then I figured, Francisco's playing Zelda, and it'll be kind of like a throwback to the old days. Remember we used to have
say this?
have that one game that's like, dude, you have to play this game. Like, yeah, I want to. Fine, let's go to the store. I'll buy it. And then we both end up buying the same game, and we would be playing it, and then we just call each other up. Like, this was before texting and before social media. Back in the old,
talk on the phone.
let's
What
talk
the
on the
heck?
telephone.
Analog
game.
phone.
Seriously.
And
payphones.
it was like,
I'm glad I was never part of
hey,
that.
dude, I'm in Kakariko Village in Ocarina of Time.
I'm glad I was never part of that.
And we're having trouble with this puzzle.
I was
I
a
don't
rebel.
know. I don't know what they want me to do. It's
I
kind
was a
of
leader, not a follower.
shaky, and it's like, dude, there's a torch. Just use the
Yeah,
torch.
yeah.
Do it.
Light it up.
Play the
Light
song.
Light it up,
Play the
homie.
song and the
Like-
soft soil.
Oh. Remember we used to play
Oh,
Titanic theme song on the
man.
Ocarina?
Dude, we learned so many songs.
Yeah, that I do remember. You go online and look up all these little notes for different
No, Rick, we didn't go online. There was no online.
There was no online.
We
back
went to
then.
the stores
We're
and they
talking
had the
about 98.
magazines. And then tips and tricks. I remember tips and
I mean,
tricks.
the
was a big
internet.
thing.
The internet existed.
Well,
But we
it
didn't
wasn't.
go online
Yeah, it
to-
wasn't as vast as it was. Yeah.
We didn't have online access.
Exactly.
Not even at school.
We did not, Rick. Shut up.
No, I'm thinking of a.
Where we got.
I'm
When I got my
stuff-
dial-up, it
thinking
was
of,
2000.
I'm thinking of the dark internet days when we were introduced to
Dial-up.
Yeah.
DSL.
We became trolls.
Oh,
Not
man.
the internet trolls
Oh,
that you know.
jeez.
We had our own
We were the
version.
trolls before the trolls meme started.
Yeah. When we
Oh,
first
man.
coined the word trolls, as far as
It
internet,
meant being in a cave.
it meant like
Like hobbled over
no, it
on the
really meant like you secluding yourself from anybody else in
And
your
we
house.
did.
Internet.
And not showering for
My
days because
precious.
you're just so busy, like in there, like and you
We
like
became
you like
cold.
have this hunch,
Okay, hold
have
on.
this hunch. You
Hold
just
on.
kind of like
We gotta give them some context to this because they're gonna be like, what the hell? Okay,
Like these
so we got this
pervs.
free trial of DSL from.
think it was
I don't
Verizon.
even think it was Verizon.
I
yet.
think it was Verizon,
It was?
yeah.
Okay, so Verizon had this offer: get 1 month free of DSL to try it out, see if you like it. Compare the speed to dial-up, and we were like, dude, we have to download all the movies, all the music we can, and it was.
And that was before any of that was considered illegal.
Exactly,
Back then
yes.
it was like just kind of like a gray.
Nobody knew about it yet.
Yeah.
There was no legislation
There
on
wasn't
that stuff.
nothing.
yet.
Yeah.
So it's like,
So
hey,
we just like
get it.
we will get the spindles of like 100 CDs, and we didn't even care what we downloaded. Just download it.
Yeah,
it.
What?
And we'd be there, like, I remember being there, like, for
Mijo,
days.
¿quieres comer? No,
Yeah.
ma.
No, Mom, I don't want to eat right now.
I just thought it was so magical that when you were on your DSL connection, the phone calls did not interrupt.
They did not.
That was like was the
What magic
that,
is this?
that's what got me to stay. Actually, because I remember, I think I was the third one of us to do that, and
You
then when
actually stuck
and I
with it.
stuck with it. I was like, no,
Yes.
I'm never going back
He
to.
kept it. He
I'm
actually
never
kept
going
it.
back
No,
to
both
dial-up.
of us were like, I'm gonna do it for a month and then quit, no questions asked,
Yep.
all free, because that was a promotion
That was a promo.
to get you hooked. And
And, oh no, it didn't count with us not having any money. You know, not actually being able to afford
you
it.
know what's kind of ironic? We just talked about how paying for
Oh, man.
subscription services for online gaming is wrong. I used to feel the exact same way about paying for internet, because remember in the early
Net
days,
Zero. Net Zero, dude.
even before Net Zero,
Mhm.
there was Alta Vista internet, which
Mhm.
was free.
Yep.
Free internet, folks. Back in the day,
Free.
internet was free, and then you had this
We're
other
not
called-
talking about going to Starbucks connecting to Wi-Fi
no,
free.
no, no, no.
Remember
It
the
was-
America Online discs that you could get anywhere?
In
and
the
it
mail.
gives
You would
the
get one,
trial.
like,
This
every
disc
month.
comes with 1,000 hours
Yep.
of American Online.
Wow.
American
Wow.
Online. And then there was
Dude.
also
Oh, that's so freaking
Lion
awesome.
Liongate something, not Lionsgate, the production studio, but it was like Liongate Internet or something like
There
that.
was only a couple well-known ones, and all of these
and
little
then finally
oddball
the
ones.
last of the bunch was Net Zero. And
Net Zero.
Net Zero kept me going through some really bad
They didn't
times.
pay for
You had to-
internet, man.
Get their little banners and
Yeah.
Like a toolbar installed in
Oh,
your browser,
man.
you know?
And even with all that, you were only limited to like 200 hours a month of internet.
At first you weren't, but later on they introduced that.
Man, I remember with dial-up, dude. I remember like I would play Diablo 2 so much that they would always call my house.
And he'd
So-
be pissed. Like,
so-
you interrupted my guy.
Oh man. And you know what? No, actually, I managed to find a way. I think I forgot what the name of the program was
Uh-huh.
that allowed like a call waiting kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't actually disconnect you. It would tell you that there's an incoming call.
Yes,
Ah,
I remember
yes,
that was a
yes.
plugin
Yes.
that Net Zero gave to you.
So
and you
so-
hear like a 30-second message.
something like that, yeah. So I remember when I got that, it was on Diablo all day.
Oh, I remember my parents getting mad at me.
man.
Like,
They
you
got
need
mad
to
at
get
me.
off that internet because I've been expecting a call.
Yeah.
They say that just try to call me. Get off that internet.
The funny thing is, after a good couple of months of this, no phone calls because it was
Yeah.
basically busy. When I did switch to DSL, it didn't occupy the phone line.
Yeah.
So I would expect, okay, people can call now. No phone calls.
Oh,
like,
man.
like I was my own private blocker. Like I caused all these people to just like don't even bother.
Now,
Don't
I had, maybe this was during a different year than your guys' experiences that you're talking about, but I had the opposite problem. I'd be online, and then suddenly everything would go off like in the middle of a download, and this was back when the download didn't resume at the halfway point. You had to restart it right from the start.
Yeah.
And everything would just shut off, and I'd be like, why are you using the phones? Hang up the phone! Like as soon as somebody would pick up the phone, it would interrupt the connection. It'd be so mad. It was just like, ugh. But
some of you people out there just don't know the struggles.
You millennials don't know how good you have it.
don't know.
get good.
You don't
But at
know.
the same time, it was so magical because this was a technology
It was a beginning, yeah.
that never.
And it was the frontier of
Yeah.
a new unexplored land.
This at the time was like, this is so great, and look, it's so stable right now. It only works 65% of the time, which is like the highest like
So
stability
stable.
stability that we had for the time being. So I think it was really cool. I really enjoyed
Memories.
those days. Memories. Good old memories.
I think we're switching gears now. I think we're
Yeah,
going
man.
from games to...
We're rambling on at this point.
We're switching over to movies.
Yeah, man.
Well, what do we got going on here for movies,
Let me give you
Leo?
this tidbit of news because
Tidbit.
Uncharted is one of my
We don't know
all-time
that.
favorites. And I've made it abundantly clear to everybody that has been watching our show for years. Tom Holland has been selected as young Nathan Drake for the Uncharted film that's coming out, which is actually gonna be a prequel. So this is great. He actually looks a lot like young Nathan Drake. For those of you who haven't played Uncharted 3, there's a segment in that game where you play as young Nathan Drake, and the film's gonna be pretty much based on young Nathan Drake, and played by Tom Holland. Tom Holland, almost to a T, looks just like him. And
I think it's smart.
So
I think it's genius
great,
because
yeah.
this kid can grow with the franchise if it becomes successful.
And more than anything, he's very talented.
Mhm.
He's already shown
He's
that through his,
Spider-Man.
But the
through his
thing is,
work.
though, and I'm not disagreeing. It looks. I'm gonna think it's gonna be an awesome movie. But when I heard about that today, when I checked it out, I was looking at some, I guess, criticism that people were expecting older Nate Drake.
Well, yes.
So when they
as
said
of-
prequel, they were kind of like,
As of today, since the news just broke out today, until now, the script that everybody had read online, because some of these get leaked,
Done.
was an adult Nathan Drake
mhm.
script.
Longer.
But now it turns out, hey, it's gonna be a prequel, and you know what? I'm perfectly okay with that. It's a great introduction to this series because they want to make it mainstream. Right now, it's mainstream in the world of video games, but in the real mainstream, in the
Not
world
in the world
world,
of my grandma.
In the
Yeah,
fake real world.
yeah, exactly. It's nobody knows what Uncharted is, and this is gonna be one of those wonderful, wonderful things. I think.
It will be.
Yeah,
Looking forward to it.
I'm actually excited.
me too. Francisco, what else are we excited for? What are we watching?
We're watching an Angry Birds trailer.
Yeah.
What is this?
Angry Birds 2 was announced today.
Seriously?
Angry Birds 2. Angry Birds is getting a sequel.
This
so-
is getting a sequel?
Yeah, that's getting a
I like
sequel.
how your voice keeps getting at a higher and higher pitch.
Okay, I have not seen the original one. Did it really do that well? I mean,
It was a fun movie,
really.
but I think
I mean, I love playing the game. Don't get me wrong. Like I will spend hours and hours on playing that
I'm the
game,
opposite.
but-
I think that whole franchise is done. Even when this movie came out, it was like at the tail end of its popularity.
I don't
Yeah,
get this, Leo.
it came out
Explain
at
this.
the tail end of the popularity, but
Explain,
it
doctor.
was popular enough at the box office to the point where they said, let's make more money, let's make more of that green. So they made a sequel. You know what? They probably
Pancho
paid,
has gone so high pitched you can't even hear him anymore.
only dogs can hear him at this point.
They're all barking outside the house.
Yeah, it's a profitable film.
It is?
The kids loved it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
enjoyed the film. It wasn't a great film, but I still enjoyed it. It was, good children's movie.
I guess
I'll
I
give
gotta
it at
watch
that.
it now.
And I think it was a really good one. I think I really enjoyed it myself. And does it warrant for a sequel? I think not, but it remains to be seen. A lot of people, especially kids, they want to see more Angry Birds. Also, because we're on kind of a similar topic, Emoji Movie is coming out this.
Yeah, we
this
actually
year
told
as
you
well.
about this last year.
Has there been more details as to what it actually is about?
No, you know what?
Just something
We
with
live in a world
emojis,
where an
Sony.
emoji can be made into a movie.
I'm expecting a lot of poop icons all over the place. That's just what I'm expecting.
Poop all over the place because of all the birds.
The poop emojis.
I can't even.
Oh.
I literally can't even.
I cannot even. Oh well.
Part one was a fun movie. Yeah, I enjoyed watching it, but it's not something that I would be like, oh, you gotta go watch Angry Birds. It's the best movie ever. Part two, I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe they'll surprise us. Maybe they'll give us some nice, good jokes and funny characters, but
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
We will.
Whoa, Josh
have to
Gad
wait
is in
and
it.
see.
He's
Whoa.
awesome.
what was that?
I'm sorry, guys.
What happened there?
I'm sorry.
Did
I
it
apologize. I
it spontaneously combusted.
Yeah. So.
See, Jessica can't even either.
I can't
Yeah,
even.
Jessica.
I can't even. So what do we got going next, Leo?
So up next we got The Furious 5!
Whoa!
Yeah! No music this week because I forgot to jot them down on a piece of paper. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. You want the music?
We'll do the da 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 da.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
You just blew up my ears.
So here we go. Got some Furious 5 action happening.
It's a little too loud. There we go.
I got
We
bottom
don't-
control.
there you
We
go.
don't want to make our viewers deaf.
Okay.
It was that intense. Not the
Okay.
sound, the list.
Leo was intense.
You like how I always do this to my list? You know, I always kind of beat it up and throw it around. Not today. My list is on my phone.
Oh, you can beat your phone. It's replaceable.
Today's Furious 5 is brought to you by
Leo.
I was expecting some
Yeah.
kind of ad. No, okay.
No.
Pepsi, Coke, Walmart, any of y'all out there, Ford, Chevy, Honda.
Just imagine a nice
This could
cold
be your time right
beverage
now.
right here with all this intense heat.
With all the fire.
Just-
I'll do Leo's Furious 5 like a Daytona 500 guy with the guy with the jacket that has all the sponsors on it. I will do my Furious 5 with all the sponsors on.
No matter how hot it is in here, Leo will keep that jacket
Yeah.
on. Beanie, everything.
So without further ado, Leo's Furious 5 today. Top 5 foreign films
Foreign?
that should be remade by Hollywood.
Oh, okay, that's
Top
interesting.
5 foreign films that should be remade by Hollywood.
I'm
Never
in.
heard of them.
I'm in. Dale.
Alright.
Dale.
So some of these you probably never heard of,
I never heard of them.
but we will try our best.
Y
to
tu mamá
explain to you.
también.
Oh,
So,
Whoa.
top 5 foreign films that should be remade by Hollywood. Number 5, Game of Death.
Never heard of it.
You remember Game of
Game
Death?
of Death, Game
Bruce
of Death.
Lee going up the
oh
house,
yeah.
and he's like beating people up. Like
Wait a minute, hold on.
he's progressively. It's progressively getting harder and harder to beat these people up as he goes up
Nintendo
the
already
stairs.
remade it.
It's like kung fu.
Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's-
No, but wasn't there a movie that actually had that same exact concept,
Hello, Rosie.
going
Yes.
level by level?
Yes, it was. I believe it was Quentin Tarantino film with the girl on a motorcycle.
Kill Bill?
Kill Bill. I think it was Kill Bill that did something similar. But
Yeah,
that
she
film,
was kind of climbing up the ladder,
that
but
film
not
was the film
physically.
that Bruce Lee never finished because he died, and so they went ahead and they had only shot the last act of the film, all of awesome
fighting.
fight sequences, which were some of the best in cinema history, I believe.
Is that the one where
And,
they have like
The mirrors.
He fights
a-
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He's wearing the yellow
Yeah.
jumpsuit.
the Kill
with
Bill
the stripe.
jumpsuit that most
Yes.
people probably are familiar
And
with.
he fights
Chuck
a guy.
Norris.
Not Chuck
No, it
Norris.
wasn't Chuck Norris.
But he keeps fighting progressively better.
Tougher as he goes up.
Tougher, yeah.
But
people.
wasn't that the movie, because you mentioned that he
Uh-huh.
didn't get to finish it, wasn't that the one where it was like some other guy, like a double playing the
in
the role?
the
and
first
they
two
just
acts, yeah,
superimposed his face,
yeah,
but it
was
shifted
terrible.
around.
It was terrible. They did
It
not
was
have the
bad.
technology
Bad.
to make it look realistic, so they
Bad.
just used like cardboard cutouts of him in certain
Oh, my
scenes.
God.
It was terrible,
That
which
is
is why I
number four.
think it should be remade.
It was
Number
good.
4, Amores Perros. I think it was
I
a
actually did
great
see that one.
Bold
film
choice.
for its
Bold.
time. Great
Bold.
film
Not
for its
family
time.
friendly, but a good movie nonetheless.
But I
Well-
think if Hollywood were to remake it now, I think it's been long enough since the film first came out in the year 2000, where it's gonna be fresh again. Especially if you put a spin to it, like if you make it, let's say like
actually,
L.A., make it New York instead of Mexico City,
there actually is.
then
They made Crash. Crash was a similar idea,
Yep.
and they admitted it that they took
Yeah.
inspiration from.
It's
So
a
it's
similar
a
idea,
combination
but
of multiple
I'm
lives.
thinking
that
like
kind of,
full-blown remake. Kind of like Vanilla Sky is a full-blown remake of Abre los Ojos. So
I
yes.
do want to see more of Frijol.
Number 3, and
That was the dog, right?
and these top 3 are the ones that I like really want to see, like big time. I really hope that Hollywood listens to this and actually says, we should do it. Because that's how big Hollywood executives think.
Eating their big expensive dinners.
Yeah. Maybe we can do it, huh? Maybe we should do it. And they keep talking
They
until only
just turn
dogs can
into,
hear them.
Like Smurfs. All right.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Number 3. Train to Busan.
Never heard of it.
Train to
That
Busan
just barely came out
is
though.
a Japanese film. It just came out. I
No,
think
it's not
it came out
Japanese.
last year.
It's not Japanese.
It's
is
not
it?
Japanese? I could have sworn it was Japanese.
I think it's Korean.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but either way.
Train to Busan is a zombie film where the zombies are nuts, kind of like the zombies that you see in
28 days later.
28 Days
Oh,
Later.
that movie was awesome.
They're just
they
like
should remake that one.
they're really fast running
Not foreign,
zombies,
not on the list.
but
It is
it's
foreign.
about
It's from England.
Oh, that's right.
it's
Mhm.
about these people that are on their way. They're on a train, and they kind of get stuck in it. And there's this giant zombie outbreak that happens, and little by little, people on the train are starting to get infected by this zombie outbreak
Think
virus.
of snakes on a plane, but with zombies.
Yes, and on a train, and it's a very great film because not only is it a good action film, not only does it have a good storyline, but it's a tearjerker as well at the end. I was super surprised
Put it in the list.
that they made it work as a tearjerker at the end.
It was a good movie. I liked it.
almost shed a tear. Number 2, The Raid Redemption. Still think The Raid Redemption.
That's the second one, right?
No, it's the first.
Wasn't it just called The Raid and then The Raid Redemption? Part 2?
I'll have to go back and look at that. I was pretty sure the first one is called The Raid Redemption.
Oh.
But I'm talking about the first one.
Okay.
And The Raid Redemption is one of those movies that had some of the most amazing action I had ever seen in films. And the storyline was kind of bad, kind of meh at best. So I think that if Hollywood were to remake it, they'd give it a little bit of a punch in the storyline aspect of it, and keep all the action as is.
It reminds me of Tony Jaa.
Yeah, it's totally one of those things where
Ong Bak.
where on Ong Bak and the Protector. In the Protector, he had that massive one camera shot fight sequence.
Like
that was amazing. Daredevil actually took that idea that they had on
Dude,
that
I
film.
still cannot get over
Still
that.
pretty
scene.
amazing.
Have you seen
So-
Ong Bak?
No.
Or The Protector?
Mhm.
Well,
Watch it.
it's like Daredevil times 10.
The,
Like that-
the
it's that much
story
better.
is kind of, but the action in it is like, holy crap.
Yeah, it's just out of this world, and
That
I
would
think
be pretty awesome if they do a remake of The Raid, though.
you know that Ong Bak also or the Protector that should be remade also by Hollywood. I think it would be a great one. Honorable mention.
Honorable mention. H.M.
So yeah, The Raid Redemption would be great. But number one that I want to see,
Leo's choice.
Santo y Blue Demon versus Las Momias.
Las Momias de Guanajuato. You gotta finish it.
Francisco, I think I won't do it justice.
Oh my
like if I
God.
explain it, because this is like part of our childhood.
Oh,
but,
wow.
But I think it hits closer to home with you because you live so much closer to the source of this film.
Oh my God. Okay,
so explain to somebody at home who doesn't even
Santo,
know what
okay.
Santo means.
Santo, he was a wrestler. He was very big in the 70s, 80s. In Mexican wrestling tradition, it's always a thing with masks. Whoever wears a mask is like a god almost. And they have these matches where they bet the mask. If you win, you get my mask, and then people will know who I am in real life. So there's the myth. Growing up, I always thought that the wrestler wears a mask everywhere he goes. Like if he goes to a restaurant, he wears a mask. If he goes shopping, he wears a mask, because he's not allowed to take it off. So when they have those matches, it's because the feud between the two wrestlers has gotten so out of control. There's like, all right, there's only one way to handle it: mask versus mask. or mask versus hair if they don't wear a mask. So Santo bet his mask so many times throughout his life, never lost. Never lost the match. And fun fact, they buried him with his mask.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yes. Blue Demon, that's another wrestler, same thing. He never lost his mask.
Another legendary Mexican wrestler.
Which I say Blue Demon because that's how we knew him, growing up. But
Blue Demon in English means blue demon.
Blue Demon.
Fun fact.
Check your facts, Leo.
So,
Check your facts.
This movie, it's El Santo, the Saint, and El Blue Demon, the Blue Demon.
The
Together.
conundrum.
The Blue
Saint
Demon,
and a
the
demon.
backstory of the Blue Demon is that he was sent from hell to fight on Earth,
Mhm.
and his arch nemesis
Santo.
is El Santo. El Santo is pretty much Superman. Blue Demon is Batman.
Yep.
But in this film, they have to join forces
To get rid of the mummies.
They have to get rid of the mummies
Dude,
of
this is
Guanajuato.
awesome.
And can you imagine this film
Their initials
made?
actually spells out
man.
B versus S.
Can you imagine this film made by Hollywood with the big budget that they could have
Dude.
nowadays? It would be insane.
You
Out
know
of this
what?
world,
They're not-
hands down.
They're not gonna do that, dude. But I will settle with a live story biopic of them two. I'll be satisfied with that.
So a documentary or something.
No, not a documentary, like an
Or-
actual movie, like
Oh,
Dragon,
I see.
like the Bruce Lee story.
Like the Tupac film that's about
There,
to be released.
exactly, yes.
You were only weeks away from that one.
Luis Miguel, if you're a big fan, Netflix is making a series
Yeah.
about his life.
Yeah.
And Luis Miguel is one of those people that never lets anyone in. So he's approved this series.
Yep.
He said, I want Netflix to do it, and I want this dude to play my life.
It's been like 2 or 3 decades now. Luis Miguel is huge in Mexico, but not until recently have people started to discover he's not Mexican. He's actually
Rican.
Puerto Rican.
Well,
and he's not
he
even Puerto
naturalized
Rican.
himself Mexican.
He's not actually like Puerto Rican. His parents are from
Italian.
Europe.
Mhm.
So one's Italian, one's from Spain, and so you know,
It's an interesting life.
It's a fun
it is.
mixture.
It's gonna be a
Speaking
fun,
of Latin American
fun little
conundrums.
Netflix series that we're coming up. So
Fun
that
fact.
was this week's
Very
Furious
good,
5.
Leo. Very
the
good.
top 5 foreign films that should be remade by Hollywood. Number 5, Game of Death. Number 4, Amores Perros. Number 3, Train to Busan. Number 2, The Raid Redemption. And number 1, Santo y Blue Demon versus Las Momias de Guanajuato.
Honorable mention, The Protector.
Honorable mention, The Protector. Yeah!
Good job, Leo.
Good list.
Thanks, guys. Let me turn off the flames. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bam. Alright. Let me turn off the music.
It did get hot in here.
It was. My God.
It was that list.
Oh man.
The Furious 5.
It's called Furious 5 for a reason,
That's
folks.
what happens. That's what
Ah.
happens. Yes.
AJ Bishop, let us know what you think of this week's Furious 5. If you have any suggestions
Yeah.
for Furious
Drop it in
5,
the comments.
drop it in the comments. Also, if you want to make a rap song about Leo's Furious 5, feel free.
Sticking on the topics of movies, what do we got over there, Pancho?
Oh my God.
Over behind you. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
So as it turns out, I'm gonna play another villain.
That's not. Was that Bane, or were you holding in the burp?
No,
As you were-
well, that was Bane.
Either or.
Badly impersonation of Bane.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy right here,
Yeah.
Tom Hardy, he has been tapped in the shoulder by Sony Studios to
Mr.
make
Bane.
Venom.
Mr. Bane.
Now, something to notice here, this is not attached in any way to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This is Sony's own attempt at using the Spider-Man franchise to expand beyond Spider-Man. And they're starting with Venom. So you will not see Spider-Man, you will not see any of the other
Oh.
Marvel Cinematic Universe characters, which I think, dude, let me just say, what a wasted opportunity by Sony on this. Because Marvel Cinematic Universe, where are we heading on that? Where are we going with that, Rick?
Infinity Wars?
What happens in Infinity Wars? Where is that set at?
Space?
What's in
Spain.
space?
Spain.
Thanos?
And
And Italy.
Venom?
the symbiote.
Oh.
Oh, snap, son.
The symbiote
oh,
comes
snap.
from space. Spider-Man may possibly go into space to fight Thanos.
Mhm.
What if he gets infected by the symbiote, brings it to Earth, and then
Oh snap!
they miss the
So
opportunity?
it can, but I mean, I just see it as kind of a lot of.
What this is happening though, right here.
They have to tread lightly.
Listen, Rick. What's happening right
Linda,
here?
listen, Linda.
Well, that little video, that clip.
Look,
Listen.
I'm not mad about the choice. Tom Hardy.
I'm not even mad, bro.
Tom Hardy's awesome. I love
He's
him.
an amazing actor, and
Yeah,
he's gonna be a great Venom. But the problem I'm having with this is that they're not involving Spider-Man
Yeah.
whatsoever, and the symbiote comes from Spider-Man, and that's why he looks like a Spider-Man version, only evil. And I don't know, Sony.
Venom was definitely one of my favorite characters.
Listen.
Okay.
He
Was
just wanted to
was
say
that Navi or was that little kid?
Listen.
Hey, listen.
It's right here.
Oh yeah,
Listen.
listen. I like how you had to go and search for that little kid.
I totally had
that
to.
was awesome. But yeah, Venom it's interesting. I sincerely hope they do not do the Spider-Man 3 Venom style.
But it's not gonna be Topher Grace.
No, I know it's not him. But just that look was just too puny, too.
They were trying to do a lot of the same Spider-Man or not alter ego, but like opposite. So Tobey Maguire was very, kind of wimpy, slender. So they chose a similar body type, which was Topher Grace at the time. That's MD's show, for those of you that don't know.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work.
Oh no, it was a bad idea right from the start.
No, but I'm talking about the look. I mean, the physical look of how they made Venom. I mean, I know that they want to do some part CG and other part as realistic as can be, but just the way that he looked, like with the teeth, with the symbiote kind of attaching itself to the face and revealing portion, it just didn't look right. It looked very just, I don't know. Not venomish.
Now, what I'm saying that is a really big missed opportunity is because obviously Sony owns the rights to these characters.
Mm-hmm.
They have this shared contract deal with Marvel in using Spider-Man in the cinematic universe as well as having them in their own universe. So what I'm thinking is going to happen to a point is that when Venom is established, he's going to fight Spider-Man. And,
Right.
But with that happening, you're probably not ever going to see Venom in the MCU.
Now, you guys know I don't follow the comics as much as you guys do.
Yeah, that's a good picture.
Is Venom like a straight up villain, or is there a possibility of him being a hero?
Okay, see what happened, and this is a short version, there's more to it, but basically, like I said, Spider-Man brings the symbiote from space, and it's like a parasite. It's a being, it's an organism that takes over Spider-Man's abilities. So it will not let him go. It takes control over his body until Spider-Man finally finds a way to get it off of him, and he needs a host. Otherwise, he will die. And the next available person was Eddie Brock, which they worked together at Daily Bugle. And Eddie Brock and Peter Parker are kind of like rivals, and they're always fighting at each other to try to get the best pictures. And so once the parasite gets into Eddie Brock, he learns that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
So basically,
Because
it
he
was
has all
the
the memories.
symbiote's hatred plus Eddie Brock's
Right.
Envious.
rival. Yeah,
Yes.
it just kind of formed into his enemy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's all those alternate versions of Spider-Mans. So there's the Flash Thompson. There's Gorgon, the Scorpion.
Gorgon, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's different versions of Venom.
But the main one is Eddie Brock.
Yeah. But I don't know. I hope this does lead to seeing more of Venom, seeing more collaborations between Spider-Man and Venom, and eventually Carnage would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is happening here, they're setting up for the Sinister 6,
Mm-hmm.
which Venom is part of. So they're gonna follow that line. They're gonna be villains together or whatever, and then Spider-Man's not gonna come into the picture until they're established.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Could
who knows?
be a while. It's gonna break my heart if they do a Tom Hardy for this, and then later on
Someone else.
someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
Tom
what
Hardy.
that's what everybody's saying. That is.
He sounds
Gearing towards.
almost too good to be true at this point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like they went for the prime choice
Yeah.
rather than starting with someone not as good, but good enough to,
Right.
get the ball rolling.
Mm.
So that
I
when
mean-
they do switch, they switch to a better
It's like,
character.
they already have the partnership. Sony, just let Marvel play with Venom.
Do it.
You know?
Just do it. Just let it borrow your toys.
Exactly.
That's all they are.
Yes.
Marvel heroes, they're all they are is toys.
Yeah.
Alfonso says, I think I would have been a better Venom.
Oh.
Alfonso
I don't know.
said something else that was kind of interesting there. That caught my eye there.
What do you say?
What do you say?
He said, let's see, where is it? He enjoyed the Furious 5. He's working on making a theme song for the show.
No?
He's been thinking about it for quite some time now.
Hmm.
As it turns out, I've been working on it.
Oh,
The show,
wow.
too. You guys want to hear it?
What?
Want to hear it in public?
Oh.
What? Yeah.
The very first
Let us know
time.
what you think for the very first
Unveiled
time.
for the very first time.
Very first time.
For all of you, AJ, that's for you.
For your viewing and listening pleasure.
Yeah.
Here is a small a small little sample.
That's it. A morsel.
And it is a work in progress. It's not a finalized version. It's a very rough draft, if you will, of our Daddy's Game Time theme song. I hope you guys enjoy.
Do it up.
Hopefully we don't get cut off.
You gotta keep going with the flow.
Oh man. What?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh.
Add it to my card. Yeah. That's it, guys. That's it. It's all
This
video
was-
games, all family
What?
friendly. Hope you enjoy.
This was an awesome mixture of pop culture memes, video games, like all the stuff you find out on the internet was in one awesome rap song.
And it wasn't even a full song. It was
It wasn't even a
minute.
full song.
It's just a 1 minute of me not being able to sleep.
I
That's how it really started.
Yeah.
Like one night, I would just.
Wow, dude. Wow.
I can't sleep.
better get to writing.
I can't
Wow.
sleep.
Wow.
See?
I can't sleep, so I'm gonna write a rap song.
This surprises me, Leo, because I don't see you as a rapper. I don't see you as a rapper, but this is amazing.
Hey, after what is it, like almost 30 years of listening to rap music,
Wow.
it finally
I
rubbed
got no
off,
words.
a
I
little
got
bit
no
rubbed
words.
off on me. Yeah, man. So
Good job.
Good job.
thanks, man. I didn't know I had it in me. It was on my bucket list. I wanted to write
Gotta
A
put it on
rap song.
iTunes, 99 cents.
99 cents for 1 minute.
Hey.
Hey, now that I did this and that I know I can sort of do it, I'm not great at it, and I don't have any street cred by any means, but I do have plenty of nerd cred. I think. I go way back.
It's in our blood.
So I'm thinking about taking that nerd cred to the bank and actually finishing the song, and who knows, might actually make a full EP out of it. So we'll see. Who is this person?
It's Jessica, dude.
Jess Cardenas.
Yeah,
says,
she went to high school with us.
Jessica Cardenas.
Well, she was in my class, so you guys were two
Okay.
years.
Hi,
younger.
Jess.
We don't know.
Hi.
You,
Jess.
you know her, but you may not remember her.
She already did. She writes. She already did.
I think she's replying to.
Amazon.com has been packing the blank out of those.
I think she's replying to a comment
The
that
Logan.
AJ Bishop said that Logan
It's
is
coming
coming
out
out on
on
Blu-ray.
Oh,
Blu-ray.
I was thinking my rap song.
It's not all about you.
Wishful thinking.
Not about,
Wishful
not
thinking.
about me. It's not about me. You gotta stay grounded. You gotta try to keep me grounded. Well, that's our show for today, guys. Thank you so much, everybody out there, for joining us today for another edition of Daddy's Game Time Live, episode 77. I'm Leo with
Rick.
and
Francisco.
Don't forget, This weekend.
Yeah. We gotta do a whole new thing. Sorry, guys.
Hold on.
I was a little bit premature on
So
that.
this Friday, it's our first day at Fanime up in San Jose. We're gonna be covering it as part of the press. Once again, our third year. Folks at Fanime, they've been really, really great to us. They invited us again, so we're gonna be covering the convention. This time, we're hoping that we can bring you a show live.
Oh, dude, wait. Hold on. Sorry. Dude, I don't know. Something probably went wrong. I don't think they didn't hear the actual song.
They didn't hear it?
No, they're saying, look.
Do you hear that?
Did you guys hear
You
that?
guys hear that?
Because she's saying that I just saw you dancing to it.
Can you imagine?
So we're over here
Oh,
busting
man.
up and laughing to the song, and they didn't actually hear it. They're
They
like,
did not hear it.
these
No,
guys
they
are
got
quiet
to
for no
hear it. They got to hear it. I'm sure.
I don't know. We'll wait for a comment here. And if not, maybe we'll upload.
You know what?
Hit me up. Hit me
Yeah.
up. In the comment section. I'll get the song out for you guys. I'll do you a solid. Look, I'm gonna play it real quick here.
Yeah, I don't think they're hearing it.
Oh, it's too low, dude. No?
It's real low.
It's not getting. Can you guys hear that?
Can you hear that?
I don't know if they can hear it.
Yeah.
They can barely hear it.
Yeah, it's. No, that's not on the desktop though.
No.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, see, they hear it, but it's really low.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
Hit him up. He'll get it out for you guys. But we were saying Fanime this weekend.
Yeah, talk about Fanime, guys. I'm gonna look for that song.
So we're gonna try to have a live show. Hopefully, have some of the cosplayers around, interview them, talk to them about their customs and what that, and what they're doing there, how many years they've been there, and make it fun, make something cool, so that you guys at home can see what it's like to be a full-on geek at a con.
We don't have a set schedule yet, so we're gonna be working on that. If we get any details before the actual event starts, we'll probably maybe shoot something out to kind of give you a heads up of what we're kind of planning and where we'll kind of be. But if not, like Francisco said, our idea is we're gonna be walking around, hopefully doing some live streaming. We are gonna also be doing some VIP interviews, so if we can't get those live, we'll definitely have them or recorded so that we can later on upload them.
Right.
So keep an eye out for that. We'll be there Friday, Saturday. I don't think we're going to be able to stick around for Sunday this time. So definitely, if you see us,
say hi. Come.
Say, what up?
What's up?
We want to buy.
What up, Leo?
we don't have to interview. We don't have to interview, so don't be nervous. I mean, we definitely like to talk to you people, to listen to any comments, anything you want to say about us.
Talk to us about.
Or exactly whatever you guys want to talk. Hey, if you want to give us recommendations on what to eat down the street, we'll be down for listening to
Robert Downey Jr. probably will be there in disguise, and he won't tell anybody.
Yep.
It'll be a complete secret, unbeknownst to anybody.
It's Daddy.
He's gonna be like Bill Crank. What's his name?
Here's the song now.
9 in the AM. Ha!
Yeah.
I'm just Super Saiyan, gripping controller and commence playing. World War II, 50 cal to your dome. Jumpman coming, Harambe go home. Watchdog, hack mods, GTA clone. Blown zombie guts, no, it's just clones. Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, RIP, BIG, let your boy handle this. DualShock 4. I'm a Sith, 8-bit, Goomba 64-bit dragon. Start slow now, newbies online bragging. Jump block sweep, Hadouken, got it. Final continue, so press start.
DualShock 4, I'm a Sith.
It's got heart.
You're playing a game, now you're a Sith. You're
Console
into
free
the
shipping, add
Gotta
it to my
connect these
cart.
little clues.
metaphors, man. Alright. Don't you know nothing about rapping?
Don't you know nothing? No, I don't.
I didn't either before I wrote this
Alright.
rap song.
All right.
Even
I like.
right now.
I like how they were telling us.
Like, what is going on?
I like how they were telling us we can't hear it, but we're over here laughing and talking about
Yeah,
it.
we're gonna
Sorry,
be
guys.
so ridiculous.
We were getting into
Once
it.
we upload
First
it.
time we heard it, so we were like, what the heck, Leo?
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
so that's it. Find me this weekend.
That's
Watch for
right.
us.
We'll watch for you.
No,
That's
but
it,
I'm
guys.
talking about the people at home that
Yeah.
are not able to go to Find Me. Watch for
Oh
us
yeah.
on Facebook
You
Live.
guys
Yeah.
do. Go, Leo.
So with that said, enjoy your games and love your families. Until next time, we love you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.